Welcome to episode 16 of this Napoli Football Manager 2018 series. Apologies for the long gap between episode 15 and this one, but I've been focusing on other videos, my experiment videos, obviously Score One, Still One, and I always said the second season of my Napoli series would be a background save, and when I get the chance to play, I will play. So here we go. Today I've got the chance to record episode 16. I also wanted to play a few games into the future because it's not really gone to plan this season with the Champions League, has it? We've been knocked out. In the last episode, when was that? Was that when we played Leipzig and Juventus back then? Possibly. Or was it this game? I can't even remember. Anyway, we have been knocked out the Champions League. We've lost 3 games. We lost against Leipzig twice, and we lost against Real Madrid here 3-0. And that ruined the chance of getting through the group. But we did actually manage to win our last game against Lyon, meaning we did qualify. If I just show you the group stage, this group, Group E. So we finished third on goal difference. Well, not goal difference, on head-to-head, I think, against Lyon. Meaning we do go through to the Euro Cup, and that's just been drawn. We've got, who have we got? Ajax in the first round. So it would be nice to go on and win that competition. I was aiming to win the Champions League this season, but we've actually done worse than last year. And I think we're kind of having a little bit of a struggle in this second season with Napoli. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. But in the league, we're still unbeaten. I've still not lost a single league game on this save. And that's pretty unbelievable, really, isn't it? Unfortunately, we are second in the table behind Juventus. We're 4 points behind with a game in hand. And we've got AC Milan today. Massive game. But they are 11th. We should be beating them, especially we've got Asensio, who's been sensational this season. What a signing he's been. 7 assists, 7.56 average rating. He's got goals as well. Dries Mertens, joint second top goal scorer in the league. If we just go through and look at the league, look at the team, you can see he is joint top goal scorer with Asensio. Asensio's been marvellous, so 7.34 in average rating in all competitions. 9 goals, 7 assists. He's so important to this team. And I have changed the formation and the tactic a little bit. It looks a bit odd, I must say. I mean, that doesn't look right, does it? We're playing 2 strikers, but Mertens is kind of on the left-hand side. There's a trequartista, sort of covering that left-hand side of the pitch, with Milik up front as a complete forward. I'm putting my trust in Milik. His average rating's not great, but he's got 5 goals this season. I think he can score goals for us. We've got Sanchez, Renato Sanchez as a Mazzala now. I'm trying out that role. I know there's been a lot of hype about this new role in FM18, so I'm giving that a go. We've still got Palacios on the right-hand side. I know a lot of you keep saying Robert and Palacios, they're just not good enough for this team. They're not on paper, but they've done okay. I mean, Palacios has got a 7.08 average rating, 2 goals, scored them in the same game. So I'm kind of trusting them to be good enough. I want to make a change, actually. George is going to come in to the team, but I think that's everything. Moise Kean, Juventus aren't exactly happy that I'm not playing him, but he can't really get into this team. I suppose he could come on up front for Milik or Mertens, but we've got a good... Insigne's been dropped. He's had a terrible season. He's just not performing well, so he has to be on the bench. It just seems crazy to leave Insigne on the bench, but he's just not doing it for me. So in today's episode, we're taking on AC Milan, Torino and Fiorentina. So treble live come for you, kind of to make up for the fact that I've not done a video for ages. You can see here AC Milan playing a flat back 5 with Bonucci in the middle. It's going to be difficult to break them down, I think. They're certainly going defensive for this one. Still a good team, so we can't be complacent. Cool. This is boring. Literally no highlights. We're half an hour in. Sarr and Diawara picked up yellow cards. Diawara's picked up a 10th yellow card, so I think he's going to be suspended for a couple games. But this has been boring. Half time, literally no highlights. The defensivity, is that a word, of AC Milan is just preventing us from doing anything in this game. Maybe I should go... I've got it on standard these days. I'm going attacking. We've got to go attacking. All we're doing is picking up yellow cards. There's literally nothing. Here we go. First highlight of the game, and it looks like it's going to be a counter-attack for AC Milan as Svensson comes forward. No one really deserves to score in this game, I don't think. Here's Conti putting a good ball in, and it's wide. Time to make subs, I think. Milik's not having a good game whatsoever. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play Insigne and Mertens up front together, and Mertens will play as a trequartista and Insigne as a false 9. Let's try something a bit different. And Sanchez is going to come off for Rog. We've got quite a few players on yellow cards. Come on, lads, do something, please. Here's Rog. Through to Mertens. He can't find him. It's blasted up the pitch. And Andre Silva all by himself. Good save. Good double save from Reina. They've had their clear-cut chances and half chances. We've done nothing. It's been poor from us. Not really sure why we've been so poor, but it's just one of those days. I'm going to bring... I mean, Asensio's had a poor game for once. I'm going to bring Lallana on. Free kick to AC Milan. It's crossed in. And somehow we survive again. We do not deserve to be keeping hold of our unbeaten league record today at all. They deserve the win. Headed away. Crossed in. This is surely going to be a goal for AC Milan. We've done nothing today. Although it's up the pitch to Insigne. Can we grab a goal against the run of play? Here's Dries Mertens. What was that? That was awful. Looks like somehow we're going to cling on to this unbeaten league run. Donnarumma, he's had nothing to do, has he? We've apparently had 5 shots on target. We've not seen them. We've had no clear-cut chances. What a dreadful game. What a dreadful performance. We picked up so many yellow cards as well. That was awful. Hopefully the second match of the episode will be a bit better. We're taking on Torino at home. Maybe, I mean, did we just play away from home? I can't even remember. We played away. So maybe this tactic, this new formation, not so effective away from home. Or perhaps it's just terrible in general and I've just had a bit of luck recently with winning games with it. But we take on Torino, who are 12th in the table. We're 3 points behind Juventus now. It's not looking good, is it, for this second season? We may be unbeaten, but we've drawn 6 games and that's not good enough. I might just need to change things completely and try something very, very new, because all these negatives here doesn't look good at all. Diawara, I thought he was going to be suspended, but he's not. So I think we'll keep the faith with the same team, but I'm expecting a lot better from them today. They've got Niang up front. I suppose they've sold Belotti, haven't they? So they've lost him. They've got Sirigu in goal though. They've got some decent players. David Santon, right back. So they are a good team. And we need to be much better than last time. Let's get on with this then. It's a boring game again. I don't think this tactic is... Oh, a Sensei free kick. Oh, clips the crossbar. Good effort from him. I think I need to change it though. We're relying on set pieces here. Mertens crosses it in. It's knocked away. Diawara charges after it. But there's no chances being created from open play. Here's Milik. Koulibaly makes it 1-0. Finally a goal. I guess this tactic is solid at the back. So if I do take a lead, then there's no need to change things, because defensively it does seem to be pretty sturdy. But we've had to rely on a goal from a centre-back today to give us a lead. Okay, a few minutes before half-time, here come Torino on the ball. It's just very slow play. It's stereotypical Italian football from like the 90s, when you'd have really amazing defences and not many goals. As we make it 2-0 through Dries Mertens. Great cross from Milik. And Mertens finds the back of the net. So this is much better. It's not been an abundance of chances, but we found the back of the net twice in this first half. I think we'll just carry on, really. There's no need to change things. I suppose I could go standard now. Just make it a bit more solid. Mertens has got 10 goals this season now then, but Milik has just got injured. I'm actually going to throw on Moise Kean, because he can play as a complete forward. George is pretty knackered. I'm going to throw on Luke Garbett. He's not very match sharp at all, but let's give him some game time. Good old Luke Garbett, most random signing of the season. Last season it was Aaron Lennon, this season it's Luke Garbett. And last sub of the game, Asensio's knackered. I'm going to throw on Insigne to play behind him, behind the strikers. Wow, it's been a boring second half, but we're going to get the 2-0 win, and I'm happy with that. It's all about picking up points at the end of the day. I've created this formation/tactic that's very solid. It didn't look very solid against AC Milan, let's be honest, but today it looked very, very solid. They didn't do anything, and they actually had more possession. But we scored 2 goals, and we've got the win and the 3 points. Last match of the episode then, we're taking on Fiorentina, who, let's have a look to see where they are on the table. They're 10th in the league. We're second with 3 points behind Juventus. We need to keep going. We need to put the pressure on Juventus. This is more of a challenge this season. Last year, I found it easy, didn't I? Too easy, really. Winning the league, getting close in the Champions League. This season it's a lot more tricky. We're going with Moise Kean up front alongside Mertens, because Milik is out partially injured. Don't want to risk him. So we'll see what the Juventus man, the youngster, can do against Fiorentina. We played relatively well in the last game, nothing spectacular. I'm going to go attacking from the start again. Can't be bothered to do the tunnel team talks, it just annoy me, to be honest. It's just the same questions. Get my assistant to do all that stuff. The beautiful purple kit of Fiorentina taken on today, away from home. Got Babacar up front, it's a blast from the past. Zielinski, of course. I sold Zielinski to Fiorentina. Is he going to punish me? Or is it going to be another boring game? I sense this tactic is just a little bit boring. And it's getting results. But for the purposes of you watching, it doesn't really make good viewing. Mertens is not having a good game. He's on a 6.3, but we've not seen anything yet, have we? That's the thing. Let's roam from positions. Try and create something. Oh, it's such... Why is this so boring? We've won a corner at the end of the half, and it's through to Koulibaly, who scores again for the second game in a row. Their defender just missed it entirely, and Asensio gets... I mean, it didn't actually count as an assist, because I think it came off this guy's chest, and it's not counted as an Asensio assist, when it clearly really was an Asensio assist. And we're 1-0 up at half time. We don't really deserve that because it's been boring. We're going to guard against complacency now in the second half and just go back to standard, I think. Just play it boring, get the result. That's what we need to do at the moment. Grind out the results. So this is a highlight for Fiorentina. They're going to get back into this. It's almost lobbed over Reina there. Oh, this is boring, isn't it? So boring. I'm going to throw on Insigne for Moise Kean and move Mertens into the complete forward role, which doesn't really suit him. Also throw El Neni on for Diawara, who's picked up another yellow card. He just gets so many yellow cards in that position. Apologies for the boring football today. The fans will not be happy with me. I'm going to bring on Robert for Palacios. We've scored a goal from a corner. It's a bit of a lucky goal, really. And we're going to get the 3 points away from home, surely. Blow the whistle, ref. Come on, end the misery. There we go. 1-0 win. Terrible, terrible game. I can only apologise to the fans for the boring football. I need to improve it because the fans are going to get annoyed with me if I just play boring football. And Koulibaly gets another important goal for us to put us top of the table temporarily. Juventus do have that game in hand. So after 18 games, we've won 12, drawn 6, lost 0. I think we've got the winter break next. No, we've got Atlanta, so that'd be the halfway point of the season. And then we've got the winter break. I'll probably come back maybe for the Ajax games. So I'll play a few games behind the scenes and then take on Ajax, Inter and Ajax. And Juventus, maybe a quadrupled live com in that episode. We'll see. I'll see how it goes. But thank you for watching today's episode. I mean, the aim is to retain the title now and hopefully win the Euro Cup. That's the next best option after the Champions League. Until next time, enjoy FM18. I'll see you very soon.